That's good. Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner studio, and with me today are the ladies from the Department of Social Services. I was going to say Michelle's crew, but I will cut her some slack. With this is Michelle Smeltzer. She is the Community Liaison Director for the Warren County Department of Social Services. And you have a newbie here.
We do.
This is Susan Alger. She's taken over the job developer role. So, Susan, tell us a little bit about yourself. I understand you're a local girl.
Well, I am, or I was. I grew up in Bentonville and then spent 30 years as a state game warden and starting a volunteer program for the game
She's the
department.
one you got to watch out for.
So, that took me to Fairfax.
Yeah.
And after I retired from the state, I worked for a large social services nonprofit,
Right.
managing a volunteer program of about 6,000 volunteers.
She sounds like she's qualified.
Yes, she does. I like the 6,000 part.
I'm a natural-born matchmaker, so I see a need, I want to fill it. If I see somebody who would be good for a certain position or even a romantic liaison, I match them up.
She covers all the bases, doesn't she? It's really what it takes. I remember, I can't think of the gentleman's name in Winchester. He was there for years, and he had that job developer. He worked with the ARC and different places like that, and he always tried to find jobs for people that had handicaps. That was his specialty there. And I tell you one thing, he called me constantly, and if nothing else, he just beat me down and he said, "I'll find somebody. So I'm not going to call you until I find the right person."
Right.
And when he didn't let go until I at least give him a try. That's all he asked for, just give him a try, So, but it's true. You got to know how to match up the jobs with the people because on paper they look one way, but you get a read, and you know.
Yeah, I like to get them right in front of me where I can see them and see what their talents are and how they respond to questions.
Sure, because you know what the employers are going to want to do. So that's great. Well, congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
good.
Thank you.
This is a great position, and and I know Michelle will crack the whip. And
We're super excited.
that's
Yes.
great. Well, let's talk about the next thing coming up here in a couple of weeks, really, and that's your one-stop resource. It's time for the quarterly restops. So where are we going to have it at this time?
Well, it's going to be at the community center.
That works well there.
Yes,
Okay.
that's where we've been having it, and it is next week. It is.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
March is here.
It's
It's like day after tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So it's March 6th from 1 to 3 p.m. and it's at the community center, and we have a lot, as you can see, a lot of local agencies are participating, and. It's a free event for anybody who wants to come in and look around and see what Warren County has to offer as far as resources.
Yeah. And they're not always just things for the Department of Social Services.
Oh, right, yeah.
There's all sorts of things there and a lot of groups. If you ever want, or I tell you what's really good, if you're looking for a volunteer opportunity, this is the place to go because these people depend on volunteers.
They want volunteers,
yeah,
yes.
and so you can match up and you actually get to sit down and get face-to-face with someone and kind of get the feel of whether you're a good match or not. So that's one good thing for this thing, too, is help recruit volunteers. But also, if you have a need, this is really the one-stop place to go, isn't it?
It is.
You're all there. What do you got, about 20 people
We
there?
have a lot. This is a long list.
Yeah.
So we have Seniors First, St. Luke's Community Clinic will be there, Phoenix Project, and Department of Aging and Rehabilitative Services, Virginia Department of Veterans Affairs.
And another good thing I like about this is they all interwork together. So if you're talking to one person and they can't help you, they'll say, you need to go talk to Susan over there or to Michelle. And they know each one has a little specialty that to do it. I think that's great. I've stopped there a couple times. We've talked to them, and we'll try to get over there again because it's a great. I see you've shortened the time down a little bit.
Yes, we did drop an hour.
Yeah.
So we felt like that was not needed.
Yeah. Well, another thing is I won't really bring it up and talk about. Sometimes there's a little snackies over there.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure if there's going to be snacks.
Somebody always brings something.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, usually there's candy on the tables.
Oh
and
yeah, I'm just
different
giving
things. Yeah,
giving you a hard time. You're going to lure you in, with them. Just tell people there's food, they'll show up.
The Department of Social Services sponsors this, so there's not a lot of you free giveaways on that.
You
Unfortunately,
put your money into the services. I can tell you that.
Right.
That's good. It's great. So let me take a look real quick and see if there's somebody on here that I want to ask you about.
Okay.
I think we know about a lot of them. Here's one. What is Arte Libre? I never heard that. Is that what this one right here?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but I did write what next to it what it was because so it's the arts for the youth. To make sure bringing the arts for the youth of color.
All right. So. Yeah, I recognize quite a few of these on here. We've talked to a lot of them, but there's so many things that we just don't know that we even have these services.
Right.
And I'm just amazed at the amount of people that utilize the services in our county. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
And like you say, also I see you have the veterans services available there too. That's great.
They'll be there also.
So this is going to be on a Saturday, right?
No, this is Wednesday.
Wednesday. What are you doing on Wednesday?
We always do it on Wednesday from 1 to 3. Yes.
1 to 3 Wednesday afternoon at the community center.
Yes.
And it's free. Just show up.
It's free. And
walk around. They put them all in a big circle sometimes, and you just kind of walk around. What do you do? What do you do?
And this is a great networking opportunity for the different agencies that are there.
Right.
So even if there's not a lot of foot traffic maybe to your table, there's plenty of opportunity for the people that are there to walk around and learn about other resources in the area.
That's what I mentioned because it's a great thing. That's why they know what's going on. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
So that's
What's this here? You got wrote down Valley Health Volunteers. What's that?
So last night we went to the Business After Hours.
Right.
And we met the new Valley Health Volunteer Services director there.
Okay.
And so we told him about this, so he's coming.
So you said, hey, I'm going to put a plug in for you on the...
Well, I wasn't going to, but it's on my paper. So just writing down another one, but we're adding another table for him. So
you have Susan on there. So tell us, Susan, what's kind of things that you got planned coming up in the next quarter?
Oh, well, getting my feet under me and clearing the current base of applicants.
You have people
we're
all the time putting
Yeah.
applicants in.
And it looks like a new group is going to hit because of some services that will end for certain people. Yeah. So I'll have a whole new crop of clients to work with. But I got to let my boss give me the okay, but I'd love to do like a youth boot camp for employment, teaching them the soft skills.
How to get a job.
Like how to keep the job after they get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can remember my grandson went to work at Big Lot with his friends. They all show up. He's still there, but they're gone.
Oh.
So, there's something you need to learn about keeping a job as well.
Right.
And things, it's like you say, things they don't teach you really in school. It's what you tell your doctor. They don't really teach doctors a whole lot about bedside manner.
Right, right.
That's the rumor anyway. Yes. So, what about people that have jobs that they're looking for people? Is that something that you're...
So I'll be networking with all the employers.
So if I have an opening, I could call you up and say, I have an opening, Susan, that might fit these kind of requirements, and that's good?
Yes, that's what we're looking for that, yes.
So you're looking for people that are looking for jobs, but you're also for jobs looking for people.
Right.
Exactly.
All right, that's a good opportunity.
And there is a Facebook page for the job developer.
Okay.
That's part of social services, but it's its own separate page, employment services. And then the Department of Social Services has their own page that we have a lot of this information, the One Stop and the job fair that's coming up in May. I won't talk about that because we haven't
We'll
done
put the
yet.
links in the story there too. There's probably a couple other things that's not part of social services, but we can talk about a couple other events coming up, and that's, I'm going to call it the thermal shelter, but I know that's not the correct name.
Right. It's the Hope and Rest Temporary Shelter now. Hearts.
And so what do they have coming up? I mean, it's going on
till it's going,
April?
yeah. So that we're just in season. We're just,
How's it going?
Going through. It's going well. We just hit the amount of people we had last year, total amount of people. So we have 5 more weeks to go. So we try. We are are counting individuals, whether they stay one night, 1 week, 1 month, the whole time.
Right.
We're counting individuals. So we've had 84 individuals come through the shelter so far.
Okay.
And
That's a lot, really,
yeah.
when you think about our community, that we have that many people that really have no place to sleep.
Right. And we have about up to 30 people that are in and out, a few times a week. They're either there every night or they're in and out periodically. Because some that have a tent, they don't want to leave their tent for 3 months. So they kind of go in and out.
They look at the weather and say, well, it's
Yes.
going to be cold.
Yes. Now we're going to go to the shelter tonight. Yeah.
Right. Well, what kind of things are you needing?
So
Well, you always need something.
yeah,
but
we're
I know, what do we...
So, we always, monetary is always something that we need. But, the powdered drinks, coffee, sugar, that type of thing.
Okay.
But right now, what I'm kind of gearing up for is the closing, because it's in 5 weeks, and that's going to go by fast. And when we close, we like to have a tent and sleeping bags and those type of items for our guests
So that you
want
can give them
to,
out
yes.
for the rest of the year.
Right.
Okay,
So
that
that's
sounds
what we
good.
normally do when we close.
How about the House of Hope? Anything going on with them?
Yes, House of Hope. We are working on the Empty Bowl Supper, and
that's
you've
good.
probably seen that on Facebook.
Yeah.
Arlene
Great.
Link and
Yeah.
Explore Art and Clay.
Yeah,
She's
really
got the
a big
bowls
support.
together.
She
Oh,
makes
she's
those-
huge. Yes,
Yeah.
we wouldn't
And
be
you
able to
can
do it
buy
without
these,
her.
kind of like you buy the bowl, it's kind of a donation to making the thing work,
right.
but you get a little something that you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this year we're going back to what we used to do.
Okay.
So we're having it a sit down dinner. It's a soup dinner, but it's going to be at the Front Rural Volunteer Fire Department upstairs,
Okay.
and it's on April 11th from 5 to 7 p.m.
Okay.
And then it's going to be basically the same style that we've had in the past prior to COVID.
Right.
And you'll be able to go out and pick up your bowls and then go through and pick out the soups
Yeah,
the
you
soup
have
that you
multiple
want.
types of soups. and-
Yeah. So you're going to be able to sit down and have your soup and it's not a carry out. It's
Right.
not going to
That's
be
great.
something like that.
That worked out
So,
real well
yeah.
before, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think people really like the idea of the. I mean, it just adds
It's
a
just
little
nice,
something
yeah.
to it, and it's a great social event as well. To
Right,
Meet
right.
your neighbors, and it's for a good cause.
It is.
Yeah, that's one thing about the House of Hope is that really is a hope. I mean, you're giving him a helping hand there. You're not doing for him.
Right, right.
It's. I don't know if people are really aware. Tell real quick what
Well,
is.
it's a men's program, and we have 12 men at the house, and it's a kind of more of a long-term stay to get them really on their feet and maybe pay off some debts that they have. But they really need to work. They need to get a job
Yeah,
and
there's
save money and pay off fines or court fees or
Sure.
whatever it is that they have. So this fundraiser is our major fundraiser that we do every year, and this just helps to support that house. We've had a lot of wonderful donations, like Dave's Diversified really gave us a nice HVAC system. And
I remember a couple of years ago, you had a new floor put in by someone.
Yes,
Mr. Keller did that.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Keller put in a new floor. And so right now we're raising money for a new roof. We have a lot of what we need for the roof, the shingles and the materials for it, but we just need it to be put on.
Yeah.
The hard part.
The hard part. Yeah, that's the hard part.
So we need that, and we need a couple other things done, at the house to make it a little bit better. But
I think it's right on Warren Avenue. It's not too far.
Right.
And but again, a lot of people support it.
yes,
And we want to encourage people to do that. That's April.
April 11th.
Okay, at the
At the Front Royal Volunteer Fire Department on Commerce.
And what's the cost on? What are you expecting people
So,
to pay for that?
It's $35 for a ticket, and you get to pick out a bowl and the soups, and we're going to have dessert and the same type of thing we did before.
Okay.
And
Is Arlene making all the bowls, or do you get
yeah.
a chance? Can you go in there and make your own?
So
I think she was doing something like that.
So what
before.
she does is she usually throws the bowl or makes the bowls, throws it,
right.
and does it. Does the outline of different things, and you can go in and paint them.
Okay.
And so big groups can go in and paint. Just let her know ahead of time. Give her a call. Say,
Sure.
my family's coming. There's 6 of us, and so she can make sure to have enough bowls because people are coming in all the time and painting.
Yeah.
And then you can buy your own bowl. And if you don't want to come to the supper, but you really want your bowl, then that's a $25
I'd still charge them $35.
It's $25 just for the bowl, and then those proceeds go to the House of
That's
Hope
great.
also.
Yeah, Arlene does a great job. She's very
Yeah.
community oriented.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
And she's very positive. That's
Right,
good. We like
right.
that. We like that. So that's on the April.
April 11th.
Okay,
Yes.
and on March 6th we have the resource.
The one-stop resource.
Okay.
Yes. On
And
March 6th
starting
from-
tomorrow, we have Susan Alger at the
Yes,
job
she's,
developer.
she's the job developer, and yep,
Starting tomorrow. Oh, darn.
she's already been started. She's already started.
So,
Yes.
anything else we want to bring up?
I'm
You
gonna,
have your
I'm
hand
going,
dipped in a
I'm
lot of-
going to leave, and I'm going to say, oh, I should have.
Oh, we
brought
should have
that
mentioned
up.
that,
Yeah,
but that's okay. We'll have you back.
Yeah, I mean, I could say we have Shred Day coming up in a few
That's
months.
right. That's something you better mark on your calendar.
Yeah,
because
'cause you go- it takes
the
a
truck
while.
fills up
Yeah.
quick. Well, you say, well, we're going to have it for 4 hours, and after like 30 minutes, where's the truck? Oh, it's full. It's gone.
Right. So the Rotary Club of Warren County sponsors Shred Day, and we've had a little bit of difficulty this year with that. The company that we go through stopped doing Saturdays.
Oh.
So now we're doing it on a Thursday, June 27th.
Okay.
It's a Thursday from 10 to 12. We'll be at the Front Row Volunteer Fire Department. And so a lot of times we receive donations because we do
Sure.
not charge. But if you would like to donate, all the donations go to the fire department.
Right.
So we'll be doing that. So like someone like me that needs a lot of time to get all my stuff together and boxed up. So you
Yeah.
just start getting it together now, and then you can come
And be
through
there
there.
early.
Be there, yeah, be there at 9, 10 o'clock. And
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Well, Susan, it's nice meeting you.
Thank you.
And
It's
I
nice
want you to
meeting
come
you.
back here when you get your feet under the ground and get some, when you know what you're doing.
yeah.
And or know how to manipulate Michelle
Right.
and let her do what you want to do. But
That's easy
and you know, Michelle has got her hand in a lot of organizations. And if you need some services, I always give your number out and say, call Michelle.
Yeah.
And Michelle tells me, lose my number. You know. But no, Michelle
don't
is very helpful. She knows, she's the one-stop resource center. I mean, she knows who to call, where to get hold of. And that's what the
I
liaison
try.
does.
I try to know.
You do a
or
great
I
job.
try to figure it out if I
right.
don't.
All right. Well, we'll cut this off now, and we'll get together in a little
great.
while and do it again.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you
Thanks
so
again.
much.
Thank you.